Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. While this game caps off the regular season, how that season is remembered will be impacted greatly by what happens in this game. As we'll see, the UConn Huskies taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the UConn Huskies offense will go on the attack first. And we've been really eager to see this matchup. This quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal than this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long, so I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
Let's talk just for a minute about UConn. Recruiting starting to pick up a little bit for them, Jesse. I'm sure you saw they got a 3-star quarterback last week. And for a program like this, that can be a great building block.
That was a massive win for them. There were so many bigger programs after this guy, and yet he ended up here. And because of that, he's now a key building block, not just for this offense, but for the team moving forward. Lots of people very excited. And a lot of people expect to win right now just because of how good this 3-star QB is.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. So Mississippi State's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team.
Intercepted in the first drive. In for the pick. Those kind of plays can be huge for momentum. Even with the short return, they're set up at the 45. They'll move the tight end. They'll run it from the gun.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
UConn quick to the line. Play action. Fires to the right. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Dropping back, it's Kinsey. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. UConn will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking to fire. They're working that left side. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great effort by that defense. Not quitting on the play.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
They'll go to the ground. There he goes. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Mississippi State. How about that running back lumbering his way and getting into the end zone?
Going to find the end zone. You might not necessarily be known for long runs and your fast speed, but all you got to do is get it done. Have the agility, have the awareness, score the touchdown.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now the play fake. Using the quick game. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Really good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. UConn quick to the line. To the air, it's Kinsey. Fires left. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on third down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. But you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. And the Bulldogs just got that huge run. They love another explosive play.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
To the air on first down. Thanks to grab. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Bring in the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough move the chains.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Looking deep down the right side. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Takes it the other way. At the 20. Touchdown, Huskies! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
If you're laser focused on defense and you're dialed into the quarterback and you're breaking on the football when he throws, you get a lot of tips, you get a lot of deflections, and then it just happens to bounce to your guy, and your guy does the rest, takes it all the way back to the house. Big play. Defense.
And he added the extra point. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. That last pick 6 after a drive, turning it on. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
Gets it to the back, and he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
And he's brought down after a nice game. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. Quick pass on the fly motion. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to be able to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. Rides the back and leaves it. Tough sledding in there. Picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on fourth down. This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. Trying to do it on the ground. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. Some early drama here. We're all even at the end of one of this postseason showdown. Let's take a look at the stats so far. We've got a good one on our hands here. Let's hope we keep those good vibes going here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Quickly out to the tight end. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bulldogs can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
That is a tremendous job by the defender on that play because when the ball was thrown, his head was turned around. He was watching the receiver, quickly spun the head, turned his shoulder, located the ball, and then knocked it down.
Leaves it with the back. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on third down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
And the Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Got his man. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion...
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The UConn offense goes back to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Back to throw, it's Kinsey. Finds his tight end. At the 35, he's loose. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give him a first down. UConn quick to the line.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
He's going to run it. Still on his feet at the 45. Breaks into the open. UConn comes to the line after getting another first down.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Off the RPO, complete. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Bryant. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Using his legs, it's Duarte. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. They'll go right back to the run. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Touchdown, Husky! Fit it in the window for the score.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. And that's exactly what happened.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here's the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He rifles one deep down the right side. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job by this defense staying home, not getting fooled. When the ball goes away from me, I don't just chase blindly across the field. They see the reverse, and I love the speed, the close, and the tackle. They get a tackle for a loss on that gadget-type play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that third and long situation, it's just too much work for that running back to convert that third down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the ground.
Just drives it between the uprights. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UConn going back to work on offense. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Oh, he's got some space. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Fires to the wideout. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. Guys, for just a second, let's talk about UConn. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. 3-star defensive back. A guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent is what they need to build that secondary.
Man, yeah, and this is a program they're trying to build something. They're trying to climb to that next level, and this is how you do it. You get players that your school can go out and get, and now you let them play, start to develop, and turn into something great.
To the air. It's Kinsey. Extending the play. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. UConn will have to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Takes it on the return. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. They'll start this drive with a pass. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. It's caught. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. Mississippi State going up tempo. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Finds us back in the middle. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the left. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups, Reese. I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Mississippi State lines up with a 1st and goal. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And he made the extra point without problem. Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. They'll give it to the back. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters of football there today in Vegas. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Allegiant Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. UConn has it teed up to start this second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They more than got the job done in the first half. Now the job in a bowl game, don't get distracted and finish the deal here in the second half.
I mean, love the way they came out. They had all that time off, didn't look rusty at all, came out with a foot on the accelerator, looked really, really good. Palmer, you just more of the same here in the second half.
I agree, and if you're on that sideline right now, now's not the time to be thinking about the off-season, your strength program, what classes you're taking in the spring. You need to focus on finishing this game and punctuating this season.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Get it out on the screen. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. He's got him. At the 45 on his way. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
These read option plays are very hard to stop because you got to have enough guys in the box to play that immediate run, but also always be ready for that quarterback to take the ball and scoot out wide.
And when the quarterback operates this like a magician, it makes it even tougher.
When he can see it, read it, and just flat go, those easy plays right there. I mean, he just picks up a little bit of yardage, but he can do it again and again and again, and it's just frustrating.
Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Trying play action. Fires toward the end zone. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And it's okay that that ball's incomplete. It's important this offense comes out and they show that they want to be aggressive. They show that they're willing to take shots and they're going to try and take the top off of this defense. Not able to connect on that one, but that will not be the last deep.
There he goes. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown Bulldogs. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The UConn offense goes back to work. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something down.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
He lost one down the sideline. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll send the back in motion. To the air, it's Kinsey. Fires to the big fella. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Huskies want to move quickly. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got a man. It's Kramer. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short. UConn will have to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. And a precision punt. Pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The play action fake. Finds the tight end. Turning it on. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Quickly to the tight end. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flank. Nice job.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And, man, that's frustrating for an offense. You got a little something going. You had a little bit of momentum, but they've got to do a better job of protecting their guy, keeping him upright, letting him go make some plays for this offense. That's the only way he's going to get hot. They got to give him more time.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them...
A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
They'll run play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chain. Fires deep toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. And the try is no good. So, guys, a missed opportunity to expand the lead, but still a 17-point victory. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Gets it out quickly. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Huskies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Fires to the tight end. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47. UConn quick to the line.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block and run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right. makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. So now it's 2nd and long.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the group.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Looking downfield, it's Kinsey. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Duarte. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, UConn. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking downfield on first down. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room. He's up to the 17.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, they really could have used that catch. Their physical pass defense, it brings up a 4th down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Caught over the middle, it's Johnson. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Got it behind the line. It's Kramer. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. UConn quick to the line.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
And that one's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And how about that defense in the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 20. This UConn offense really has it going. They go to the ground. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking for a man. It's Kinsey. He caught it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Trying to pound it in. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Wants to go up top. It's on target and complete. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. And they'll come to the line trying to take a slice out of this lead on third and goal. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Hey, third down and short, you know the quarterback absolutely is going to be a part of the run game. The defense was not fooled, flew up, made the tackle, stick that fist in the air, fourth down coming.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. This is now a 7-point game. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the... The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
And the Bulldogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 25. Rushes on him. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And the missed connection on third down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Hauls it in, looking for space. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. UConn going back to work on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So, let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
UConn quick to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Dropping back, it's Kinsey. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the
didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
And his throw is incomplete. Backed up now, here's second and long. The give and tick, 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 tick. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's fourth and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that first down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. Takes his man miss. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. He's up to 113 yards on the ground, and that magical 1,000-yard mark is oh so close. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Taylor wants to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes the grab. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. And a chance, perhaps, to salt this game away if this offense can pay this off with a late touchdown. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle,
it.